My name is Jocelyn Ramlas, and I will be doing my presentation on the Iceland culture. The presentation content, I will be covering the location, the overview, the history, the language, the religion, clothing, celebrations, holidays, foods, beverages, music, sports, artifacts, the conclusion, and my reference. The overview. During this presentation, you will learn from the Iceland culture, history, and where they did stuff like adopt the constitution, learn more about the Iceland language and religion, get a look into the culture's food and beverages, and also provide an insight on their clothes, celebrations, and the holidays, and learn about their unique sports. Location. Iceland is a country in Northern Europe, which is approximately 4.1 thousand miles away from California. Iceland has many colorful houses, as you can see on this picture right here. It has many blue lakes, waterfalls, and many nature landscapes. Some history about Iceland is that the public organizations emerged advocating for the restoration of the Icelandic island led by John Sigurðsson. And during 1943, the island is restored, but initially has only consultative rights. During the early 20th century, key development included the foundation of a state bank, political parties, trade unions, and a university. During 1905, the All-Icelandic Assembly demands contractual relations with Denmark. During 1918, Iceland becomes independent in personal union with Denmark. During 1920, Iceland adopts a constitution establishing a two-chamber admiralty. History continued during 1940, following the German occupation of Denmark. British troops occupied Iceland, which then they later replaced by American troops in 1941. During 1944, the Republic of Iceland is proclaimed at Pringvellir, marking complete independence from Denmark. During 1949, Iceland joins NATO, reflecting the cold water safety concerns. Post-war economic growth is boosted by the Marshall Plan and the institution of fisheries. During 1958 to 1976, the Cold Wars with Great Britain resulted from Iceland's exclusive economic zone expansion. The main language in Iceland is called Icelandic. More than there are 100,000 people that live there speak that language, and the majority of their population also speaks English. And this is just how some of the letters look in that language. Um, the main religion in Iceland is called Lutheran Christianity. Over 60% of the Iceland population is Christian. Now, many people attend church on a regularly. The most common church in Iceland is the Hallgrímskirkja, which is considered one of the tallest buildings in Iceland. And this is just a picture of how it looks. Clothing. The traditional clothing in Iceland is called Padgonbundningurinn, which stands for national costume. Traditional clothing for women consists of skirts, gowns, blouses, aprons, and hats/headscarves. Traditional clothing for men consists of shirts, trousers, breeches, vests, jackets, and hats. Both use shoes that are made of leather and wool, which are said to be comfortable. Celebrations. The Reykjavik Winter Lights Festival. This celebration is an annual event that celebrates the return of light from the winter with the motto of light in the dark. This celebration is celebrated all over Iceland. They celebrate by having presentation of the culture art all around, and everything is full of lights, and it is usually celebrated in the beginning of February. And these are just some pictures of how it looks. Celebration continue. Reykjavik Food and Fun Festival. The celebration is annually celebrated during March. During the celebration, chefs make 3 plates and they have to use ingredients from Iceland. Some types of plates they create include lamb steak, which is this one. They also have katsupa, which is the one in the middle, and humara supa, which is this one. Celebrations continue. Reykjavik Fringe Festival. This celebration is an annual event that is celebrated in August. This celebration consists of dancing, show, music. And this celebration has been an annual celebration since 2018, so it hasn't been that long. Some holidays, the typical and most common holidays celebrated in the Iceland culture, it's Firstin Dagur, which is the first day of winter that is celebrated during the last day of October. The Iceland culture celebrates Christmas Eve, which is called Dagur, as well as Christmas Eve, Christmas is celebrated and they call it Jola. Some foods. The traditional foods of Ireland contains lamb, bria, and some seafood. Lamb katsupa is one of the most common dishes that contains lamb, and it's this one in the corner. Bread rug brown is the most common bread that they eat in Iceland, which is this one. And for seafood, haralfiskar is their common dish. It is a plate that contains dried fish. And it's this one right here. The beverages, the island culture drinks Icelandic water, which is 100% pure water from Iceland. Brennivir is the national drink that is unsweetened alcohol drink, which is this one. And the Viking beer is one of the beers they drink and is known for its caramel and coffee taste it has, which is this one. Music. Iceland culture music is called Rimor, which is a song that can only be sung by one person. The lines in the song rhyme and it is written as a poem. Some artists known in Iceland are Sveinbjörn who wrote the Icelandic national anthem, and Steindor Anderson, who is a current singer in Iceland. Sports. Iceland culture's traditional sports is handball. Their national team is considered one of the best in the world. Glima is the Icelandic way of wrestling, that's a picture of it. And horseback riding is also very known, especially for its horse breed, who are small but very strong and very friendly. And they usually like going during the winter rather than like when it gets hot. Artifacts, visual arts. Wood carving crafts are part of the Icelandic culture due to its artistic heritage. Other crafts like leatherwork and music instruments. All of these visual arts are saved in museums like the National Gallery of Iceland, which is this one. Viking artifacts that are finds of swords and spears are part of their significance in culture. These are just some pictures of their work and the artifacts that they keep. In conclusion, the Iceland culture is unique and beautiful just as any other culture, from its amazing history to its language, the tasty looking food and beverages, which is amazing that they actually have a festival where they can make dishes using the Icelandic food. The sports play Iceland plays are just like any other culture, with just a slight twist of Iceland. In conclusion, Iceland is an amazing culture to learn from and to visit. And these are some these are my references that I use.